Janet is president of Blutter Shiff Design Associates, and for over 30 years has built a strong practice in commercial and residential interior design. In addition to graduating from Harrington, she also received a bachelor's from University of Wisconsin and studied abroad in Denmark. As an alumni, Janet has shown a strong commitment to design education and also to Harrington specifically as a member of the Board of Trustees. Her fellow Board of Trustee member, Carlos Martinez, said simply, "I love Janet. She is an inspiring leader, a great collaborator, and a passionate designer. A strong advocate for Harrington, Janet's own career and success is a testament to the solid platform Harrington education can provide to the future leaders of our profession. Working side by side with Janet on the board has been a wonderful experience. Her leadership as board chair when I first joined and her continuing dedication to the organization over so many years are among the most important reasons I have to be involved with Harrington." So not just investing her own time, but inspiring others to be involved and building that next generation of designers. And so tonight, we celebrate Janet's commitment to design education. Now, as I also mentioned, Janet has run a successful design business for over 30 years, and that does not happen without relationships and perseverance. And those relationships are the ones that started at Harrington, but have moved far beyond that. And let's face it, owning your own business, that's the definition of perseverance, right? Janet's mother and business partner, Joan Blutter, founded the practice in 1958, and it has been located in the Merchandise Mart for all of its 53-year history. Now that's a commitment to a relationship. John Brennan, who is the Executive Vice President of the Merchandise Mart, and here with us, said, "I have known Janet for many years as a talented designer, growing her business with her mother, Joan Blutter. Janet is a well-respected design talent and one who is a major supporter of the Merchandise Mart and its tenants. She was very instrumental and a participant in our launch of the Dream Home, emphasizing the expertise of designers to the end user. Janet offices in the Merchandise Mart, and we often refer inquiring clients to her as we are confident that she will represent both the trade and the Merchandise Mart in a first-class manner." So first class, I think that's a great description of Janet's reputation in the industry as confirmed by many of you who have worked with her closely. And that reputation was earned through her relationships and through her perseverance. And so with that, we celebrate with you. Of course, even if you took away her passion for design education, her business acuity, her strong presence in the design community, you would still have the work. Great work that is worthy of celebration. And we're not the only ones that think so. Janet is also a nominee for Chicago Interior Designer of the Year this year. So I do hope you have had a chance to look around. We have a couple of small boards that she allowed us to put up that has her work on it. You can also go to www.bluttershiff.com. You can also like her on Facebook. But they are simply stunning designs, many of them for Dream Home, private residences here in Chicago and in New York and in California. Really beautiful, so please take a look. And we are celebrating tonight her great design, but not just the great design that she's done so far, but also all the great designs to come that are going to continue to distinguish her as a designer and as a Harrington alumni. We are going to close with a thought from Janet's friend, Julia Chappelle. She is the Managing Director of Marketing for the Merchandise Mart Design Center. I have had the distinct pleasure of working with Janet since moving to Chicago to run the Design Center marketing. She is one of the most professional, dedicated, and inspiring designers I have ever worked with. She has been part of the Designer on Call program since its inception and is always available to offer advice, fill in whenever needed, and help with special projects. I have had the honor of working with her on Dream Home, where she created an amazing welcome lobby. I believe it's over here. Okay. Janet's recent nomination as Chicago Interior Designer of the Year candidate is also so very fitting for her wonderful contributions to Chicago's design community. And on a personal note, Janet is a treasured friend. She means the world to me and my family. There isn't a more deserving candidate of Harrington's distinguished alumni. And we agree, Julia. We absolutely agree. So with that, Janet, if you would come on. On behalf of Harrington Alumni Association and Harrington College, we are thrilled to present to you the 2013 Distinguished Alumni Awards. Congratulations, Janet.
This is a little out of body for me because, do I need this? It's kind of cool. I feel like now I'm No, honestly, I just have to say that I really don't like being the center of attention, and listening to all these wonderful things everyone has said is just totally overwhelming, and I hope it happens to everyone in this room because I will never in my whole life ever forget this night. So, of course, I'm very, very, very honored to receive this award, but I love what I do so much. I love my career. I'm so fortunate to walk into this building for the past years. I mean, they said it's really, I started working for my mom in 1974, so you can figure it out, but there isn't a day I don't walk into the Merchandise Mart, and I'm really not lying, that I don't feel an excitement, you know. I'm so inspired by all the showrooms, the people, just everything I see every day, and I just can't tell you what it feels like every day to love what you do, because I really love it. It's more than a career, it's really my life, and I'm just so fortunate. My basic career path is very, very interesting in that I started at the University of Wisconsin, as we said, and I thought I was going to, as a matter of fact, I thought I was going to go into radio, TV, and film, so here I am. I have a degree, I have a degree in communication arts, and that was my path, and that's exactly what I was doing until I met my husband and I didn't want to move to, you know, Iowa, or I'm not to offend anyone. If I were to pursue the career that I had started with, the first job I would have taken would have been, I think it was Podunk or some town I'd never heard of, and I'm a city girl because I'm born and raised in Chicago. So at the time, my mother was moving into the Merchandise Mart. Her first office, my dad is in the fabric business, and I'm very well organized. That's this other part of my brain that's really organized. And I said, let me just, you know, I can visit my boyfriend. I can, you know, make money. I don't have to move to some little town. Maybe I'll try working for you, setting up your office. So to make a long story short, my mother looked at me and said, you have to go to school, you have to get your degree, and you have to be licensed. So sure, come work for me, get me organized, but if this is the career you want, education is of the utmost importance. So there was no other choice but Harrington. That's where I went to school. I studied as I worked and studied all at the same time, but it was very, very important to me as I was going to school, and I realized that to have a career is one thing, but to be well educated, to be licensed, you know, it's all about education. So to me, that's why I have my heart so close to Harrington, even to this day. So I am a huge promoter of design excellence, which is another reason why I was absolutely thrilled to be part of the Board of Trustees. Many years ago, the woman started this, called me, would you like to start up this board? And I can't even tell you what it's like to be on this board. And Tom is here, one of my board of trustees members, Tom Siegel, Carlos, who spoke, Rick, and Cheryl, you heard from, and Mitch Obsfeld. And we just, am I right? I mean, we love what we do. We are also passionate. Again, it's not like anything else. It's not like going to, meetings of drudgery. We love it. We're passionate about it. And I can't even tell you how exciting it is to be part of the Board of Trustees of this incredible school. I also want to tell you that one of the reasons I feel so blessed is my incredible, incredible team. Lynn Boutros, Julie Mishner, and Mindy, please. All the accolades, all these pictures, the website, it's not me, it's my team. It really is, and they can tell you every day. We live in this little tiny office in the Mart, and with no walls, I mean barely a couple windows. To be successful, it's all great to stand here and be the leader, of this, but it's the people that back you up, and everyone knows that if they've ever had any kind of a family or a company or they've worked anywhere. You really need a great backup team, and I couldn't even live without them. They know it too. I know they know. So thank you. One of the other things that I have to say about our firm is that we really, it's so rewarding because, of course, sometimes frustrating, but very rewarding. But our projects lead us to lifelong relationships and friendships. And I think that's another reason that even during the really, really difficult years, we were always busy because people, whether it was one little bathroom, we'll do it. If it's, so my advice to all the alum and anyone in this field is, you don't just have to take the big house. You don't have to take the fancy jobs. I mean, it's the relationships you build that really, really create your life and your passion and what you're doing. And there isn't a day that I walk into the Mart or my office that's the same. Every day is something different, and it's a different project, it's a different person coming in. Some are such characters, we write books and talk about them. Others are the stories can be told, but there isn't a day that's the same as the day before. And I think that's what's great about design too, because you're always being challenged, whether it's about the client or the space, or, it's always very, very challenging. But, so in conclusion, because I want you to continue to have fun here tonight, I really can't tell you what it feels like to be standing here, to be all over the internet. My cousin from London called me today, Lucy called me, because she saw that it was Distinguished Award. I mean, to get someone from so far away calling, and particularly this Designer of the Year award, this has set my head into motion. I mean, I can't even tell you what it feels like. I really don't feel like it's really me, because I'm doing this because I love it, and I mean that. So I really do this because I love it. But I'm just completely overwhelmed. I will cherish this forever. And I can't even end this without saying thanks to John Brennan, who, I can't believe you said something, and Julia. I mean, they know how I feel. I've known them forever. My dear sweet mother, who is watching. I feel like I'm on the Academy Awards. But I know Joan Blutter, who started, who began my life, because of course she was my mother, who also, insisted that I get my education, my license, so it makes me feel really important and feel very well qualified for what I do. I wouldn't even be standing anywhere without her, but this whole life of mine is because of my wonderful Joan Blutter. And also my best, biggest, most incredible support and fans, my family, my darling Larry, who lets me be everything that I am at all times.
Can I say a bit?
No.
Look on the other side of it.
Right. But really, I have the most amazing, my Jackie and Michael, who, when Dream Home opened, they've been at every single thing. Dream Home was an amazing experience. 10 years ago, we were the first amongst the first designers in the lobby of the Merchandise Mart. Did many of you see it when it was in the lobby? They constructed an entire house in the lobby of the Merchandise Mart. It was incredible what happened. And we were the bedroom, and since that day, for 10 years, we've been part of the Mart Dream Home, and my family's been at every opening and every single thing for me. I know how proud they are of me because they tell me all the time. And let's just say I have, life just continue. I have the fullest, most amazing life, and now I've added this wonderful, beautiful piece. Thank you, Harrington Board, Alumni Board, for doing this for me. Thank you.